Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here. I'm Stephen Acree, President of Regional Housing and Community Development Alliance, and at this point, I have the pleasure of introducing our first speaker here today, the Treasurer of the State of Missouri. He's been around the project for a long time, since he was elected treasurer, since before he was elected treasurer. Saw what we were doing here, has always taken a great interest. He's a member of the Missouri Housing Development Commission, which is critical to the kind of projects that we do like this. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to State Treasurer Clint Zweifel.
This is a great day for the city of St. Louis. This is a great day for the state of Missouri, and it's a day to celebrate the accomplishments of what leaders do and individuals do when they come together to work together. Special congratulations to Old North St. Louis Restoration Group, to RHCDA, and especially to Mayor Slay and Alderwoman Ford Griffin. When you think about a project like this and you think about the scope of this, this is exactly the example of what we need to be doing in a tough economy. It's when entrepreneurs come together, when nonprofits come together, when community organizations and government work together to build success. And guess what happens? These pioneers that first came to Old North St. Louis made this investment happen, and this investment that we see the results of today is going to pave the way for additional investment. It took 120 jobs, and that's important when we think about the investments that we need, 120 jobs to build this. And we're going to have many more here after that fact. That is a good thing for the state of Missouri, and that's a great thing for the city of St. Louis. And one other point, I serve on the Housing Commission for the state, and I travel the entire state every week. And one of the great things about this project is it is another great example of what investment in the urban core means. Whether it's downtown Louisiana, whether it's Mark Twain's Hannibal, whether it's Cape Girardeau, these investments all have something in common. It has, first of all, an extraordinary sense of history that we have here today, and it has a group of people that are dedicated to not only preserving that history and that sense of place, but bringing that into the future. So congratulations to everyone here today. It's a great day to celebrate.
Well, first of all, I want to thank Sean and Tino and everyone that's engaged here with the Old North Restoration Group for your commitment to the city, for your belief in this neighborhood, and for your support, without which this project would not have happened. Residents that have been here for a long time and the new residents, you are critical to the success of this project and to the success of this neighborhood. But this really is a wonderful day and a huge milestone for Old North and for the city of St. Louis. It's really an example of what $35 million and a committed community can accomplish, and that's a big, big accomplishment under very difficult circumstances. But it took a big team to help make it happen. My mother grew up in this area, and just a couple weeks ago, coincidentally, she said, "You know, how's that the Old North neighborhood doing right now? Could you take me up there to look at it?" And I showed her this particular development here, and she was in awe. And it really was something that was real moving to her and to me to see an old-time neighborhood resident coming back and seeing what this neighborhood is today, knowing where we were 10, 20 years ago. And that's the thanks to a lot of people. I'm going to recognize Barbara Geisman of my team and Angela Morton-Conley of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund from my team as well, and the Alderwoman April Ford Griffin, who I think you'll be hearing from soon, and I know there's some other aldermen here as well. It does take a team effort in the city. We've got the support from the state. Clint Zweifel here is representing the state, and MHDC, of course, RHCDA. So many people, and I can't mention them all, but I'm real excited about it. This is going to be, and is now, a more walkable, a more bikeable, a more livable community. We have not just this particular mall area, but it's also an open street now and a place that's going to be more attractive for people to come. But we have, there's a community garden, there's an Old North grocery co-op. I mean, this is really shaping up to be a real exciting community and neighborhood in St. Louis. I think you're going to see the line for Crown Candy getting longer, and I think you're going to see more and more people coming into this neighborhood, choosing to live here, shop here, work here, and build it up even further. So thank you all for your engagement, for your involvement, for your support of this project, and most importantly, for being great St. Louisans and believing in the city and its future.
Look, we got all these. All right, count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Sean. And I want to first thank everybody for taking the time out to come here this afternoon. It is indeed a pleasure and an honor for me to be here, and it's very exciting because, as Sean said, it's been years coming. It's been years sitting in the building across the street around the table with some of the stakeholders talking about what we would like to see. I remember even before I became alderwoman, over 12 years ago, there were residents that was talking about doing something with the mall, and sometimes people think the ideas are crazy, but I never think they're crazy. It's a matter of if we can find the resources to make it happen. It's important for people to know that this was a dream, this was a vision that we had, that many of the residents had. I remember going before Sobel's closed, even though I'm only 27. I did make it there before they closed, and I bought some clothes for my son, my oldest son, from Sobel's. I used to get his little suits and coats from there, and I really hate that they closed because you just don't find that anymore these days. But if it was not for us keeping a dream alive, whether people thought it could happen in North St. Louis or not, I don't think anything is impossible in North St. Louis, and I think that North St. Louis deserves everything that we can get. Every resource that is out here, every incentive that is out here, we deserve, because we've spent years of having disinvestment in our community. We've spent years of experiencing flight in our community and businesses leaving. And it's going to take everybody and everything that's available to us in order to bring North St. Louis and Old North St. Louis neighborhood back to where we can stabilize our communities and we can be productive and have goods and places to shop and places to live. I think RHCDA, they got all those letters, I'm getting them mixed up, but they've been genius when it comes to finding a way to get it done. They literally have a list of the finances that they put together. They turned every stone in this city and state to find the money and find the tax credits to make this happen. And I've never seen anything like that happen in our area. So I certainly appreciate them coming and partnering with the neighborhood organization, working with myself and the other city departments to lead us through a structured process where we were able to see many people's dreams come alive. And so it couldn't happen without the residents coming to the meetings when we had planning meetings talking about what they'd like to see. Sometimes we had to say, we don't know about that, but yeah, we can do this. And we worked together, even though it didn't please everybody. We were able to come up with a plan that was able to move forward with because there was a market for it and there was the financing for it. And so we encourage the residents to stay committed. While we have this, and we were here the other Sunday opening the co-op, and we've been in the newspaper about the garden and received some awards, we still have a lot to do. We still have a lot that we want to do. And so we need to stay encouraged and feel good about where we are and that we can make it happen here. And I thank the banks that are here. I thank the city representatives, the mayor, the state representatives. When we opened the co-op, we had someone here from the Missouri Department of Agriculture. We had people here from different state agencies that were surprised at what they saw. And so I welcome you to continue to come back. It will only work and survive if we support it. So please come out and support our businesses and support our local neighborhood stores so that we can continue to thrive. Thank you.